Good morning, everyone. We are back. The show is called TBR SSF Show, which simply means TBR Solution Sports Forum. It is myself, the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe. I'm all by myself. But guess what? I'm with you, which is good because that means Rekaufela, Sisonke, we are together on Sesam, Rotle, Sinwe, the beat goes on. Mushito Tsolape. Now, it's Tuesday morning. Yes, Saturday we didn't do the show. Um, you may be wondering, hey, why it's alarm all of a sudden? I had a very serious assignment to attend. Funeral in the family that needs to be attended. I tried to search how can I do the show so that at least you get a show. Because for me, it's very difficult to break us doing the show, it must be done, irrespective of what. For me, that's very, very important. But as I was trying to search, how am I going to do it? It became difficult over and over. As I was going a bit far, I was going to a place called Seneca in the Free State, which is about 320 k's from here. And the worst part of it, they are fixing the roads. There are stops and go, and the road is rough and so on. So I had no choice. I had to go and come back. And then, but I was thinking that, I have to, come back and come and watch the show, the football, so that we can talk about it. I'm sure you're wondering today, what are we going to talk about? There's a lot to talk about. Of course, this coming weekend is so big, very, very big, because we have the CAF Champions League, whereby our dream final, which is Pirates and Sundowns, is hanging in the balance. So we don't know whether it's going to happen, but that's our wish. We are crossing our fingers that that should happen. There's also a big one, El Clasico, the biggest derby in the world, Barcelona and Real Madrid, not for the league this time, for the Copa Del Rey Cup, which is a very big one. So it's on Saturday. Then on Sunday we also have Stellenbosch playing the CAF tournament too, and then so it's hectic. It's really hectic. So remember, now we are in April. Everything is getting toward closure, which is May. There will be a lot of cup finals being played, and very soon, June, there's Club World Cup coming in June. There's quite a lot happening. So it's going to be very hectic from now on till the end of the season. We are watching very, very closely. So now you scrap through, you go through the publications and check what is it burning, what do we have to talk about, what people want to know, what people want to hear. There's quite a lot, of course. Obviously, we'll be talking about the big games coming over the weekend. But before we go there, this is what I want to ask you. Mabedi, a former Kaiser Chiefs player, he says it would be wrong for Kaiser Chiefs to fire Nabi now. He says, as much as they are not winning, but you can see a bit of improvement. He says the problem is not with Nabi. The problem has to lie somewhere. I think if you listen to him very closely, I think he's looking at the players. So I don't know what's your opinion there as far as that is concerned. Then you also have, what is his name again? Uh, Khune. Itu says Bvuma doesn't listen. Says I'm giving some tips, but he doesn't listen. And then now you have Chiefs fans complaining that Khune is jealous. He's old. He has retired. He must retire nicely, and then leave Bvuma, the youngster. So I don't know. I don't know what's your opinion. Do you agree with those who are saying Khune must retire nicely and leave Bvuma? Or are you saying Khune is correct? Are you saying Mabedi is correct? Chiefs should not try to change the coach. I don't know. That's your opinion. You can also have your opinion. What's your take? Now, if you ask me in terms of Khune, I'm also not convinced with Bvuma. I know, yeah, people are saying he's still young, he's gonna mature. But my question is, I think Khune, for me, that's for me. Khune he can still add value there at Kaiser Chiefs. That's my opinion. You may have a different opinion as far as what I've just said, and then, but now maybe Kaiser Chiefs they want to prepare for the future, so that is why they don't want to bank on Khune. And then when it comes to what Mabedi is saying, I personally agree with him to say it would be wrong for Chiefs to sack the coach now. I think they need to give a coach an opportunity to continue with the team. But now, this is it. If I went through some of the comments allegedly attributed to the coach says even next year Chiefs still gonna struggle. He says he'll start competing the third year. I don't think that one sounds well for me, where I'm sitting. Because I expect him this year would be, yes, trying to put things together. So, in other words, he wants to be given a 4-year contract. I don't know whether he has a 4-year contract or a 3-year contract at Chiefs. So, now, is he saying Chiefs should embrace themselves for the suffering that they're suffering now, that this is still going to continue next year? I don't know. If that is the case, this is what he said. I don't agree. This year, oh, yes, I would agree. But I think next year, I want to see something happening there at Kaiser Chiefs. So that would be my opinion. But at the same time, I wouldn't, be one of those people who wish that he should leave, because I think it's the time that he should be allowed to do whatever that he has to do, so that we see what's going to happen. Because you can imagine when they remove him today or now, what's going to happen? They have to start afresh. Bring a new guy who's going to acclimatize. The players are going to try to start understanding him and so on. So I don't know. I don't know. Those are some of the things that I'm thinking wildly. And then guess what? Kaiser Chiefs allowed Mfundo Vilagazi to go with the national, I think, under 20 squad. And they are going to play a final. I don't know. I don't know whether this was a wise move or this will be a decision that will come back and haunt them. Because as far as I'm concerned, when I watch the game, all the time whenever they introduce Mfundo, then you see the rhythm. You see that what kind of football that Chiefs is playing. But now, to allow him to go when Pirates could not allow Mbogazi to go because they are playing a very important game. The same with Chiefs. They are playing a very important game, the Cup final, with Pirates for that matter. Now, do you allow the young man to leave? I don't know. But Chiefs fan, make your comments. What's your take? What do you think? So yeah, let's watch the space very closely and see what's gonna happen. But while we are still there, let me share this with you. Yeah, we saw that Akani Simbini has dethroned Usain Bolt as he sets a new 100-meter record milestone. This is an achievement, champ. This is an achievement, and I think this is the first in our country. And then, yeah, we congratulate the champ, and then we are happy for him. to go all the way to represent us well. I think he's currently doing extremely well. And one of the things that I want to talk about, I was watching both both Sundowns and Pirates as they were playing CAF game. Guess what? Pirates, the game was not well attended. It was not well attended, whereas Mamelodi Sundowns, they tried their best. They could not fill up the stadium. They tried their best. There were a lot of people, but Pirates, FNB was really, really looking bad. I don't know what Pirates fans, why they could not attend the games. Because, the players, they need a third player. A third player being the fans, sit on the bum on the seats, and then they want that because they want that cheering. You'll see when we go to Cairo, already we are being told that the stadium is sold out. 75,000 Al Ahly versus Mamelodi. They will be full and they will be very intimidating. And those are the elements that bring vibe and then encourage players. And Cardoso complained about it. If it was Esperance, if we're playing there, I can tell you it would have been full by now. But look, it was bad. Now, simultaneously, as I was talking that, here are the top 5 African clubs with many followers. This is really shocking. Al Ahly, they have about 68 million followers. 68.7 million. They're the biggest team in Africa, followed by Zamalek with 20.6 million. Simba, which is coached by Fadu, is also followed by 13.6 million. Raja Casablanca is also followed by 12.7 million. Then not Orlando Pirates, Kaiser Chiefs is on the fifth in terms of followers in Africa with 8.9 million. Yeah, but you know what? You can see that Chiefs, whether they are playing bad or what, you'll see there will always be supporters. Yeah, so this is like saying to the teams, Orlando Pirates, please, the fans, Pirates is doing well, guys. You have been winning trophies now. I think the only thing that you are missing is the league. So please just motivate the players, attend the games. That's very important. So I'm just sharing the news with you before we talk the CAF Champions League. And then now I also want to share with you the highest paid managers in the world. Thomas Tuchel, he's leading the pack with £6 million. This is a huge money. Julian Nagelsmann of Germany is also at number 2, and Didier Deschamps it's at number 6. Number 2 is Tuchel. Number 4 is Julian Nagelsmann. Number 6 is Didier Deschamps of France. And then number 8 is Carival Jr. And then number 10 is Lionel Scaloni. And remember, Scaloni won the World Cup also, and Didier won the World Cup. So this guy is earning more than the players who have won the World Cup. So yeah, that's those are some of the news that we wanted to share with you that it's happening. Now, as I've already indicated that there's quite a lot happening in our football. Now, this is the other news that I want to share. 442, it's a magazine in England. They've, came up with top 10 players, the all-time great. And number 1 is Lionel Messi. Number 2 is Pele. Number 3 is Diego Maradona. Number 4 is Cristiano Ronaldo. This is a top 10 according to 442 magazine in England. And I think it was a poll. People were deciding. Well, but if you ask me, I'm happy with this poll. I still believe, yes, I haven't seen Pele. We are told that he won the 3 World Cup, but the other World Cup, we are told that when they win that World Cup, he was not playing. Just like Ronaldo, when they won the Euro, he was not playing. So the team that he played with won the World Cup. So Messi is number one. And I can imagine had Messi played for Spain, he could have won more World Cup by now. He would surpass everyone. But we are watching the space whether he will win the 2026 World Cup. If you win 2026 World Cup, then the debate is closed. If he win also the Club World Cup, so he'll be writing history. And I'm watching him. I watch MLS on Saturday, and then he was devastated. He never scored, but he was a very exciting player to watch at his age. So yeah, we are looking forward to that. So those are some of the news that we want to check with you to say um, football has its own thing, and then we hope that things will come better. So now let me remind you, as I always indicate, that we are a financial company, and knowing that we are a financial company, we always try to assist by educating with finance. And then these days we are assisting the people who are members of GPF, who are 55 years and above, who are contemplating of either resigning or retiring. Either they retire early or they are thinking of retiring, not even early, but correctly. But now they are worried about the penalties and so on. So all those people who wants to leave and they don't know how to avoid those penalties, don't hesitate to contact us so that we can assist you to deal with them. You can also watch on our YouTube channel. I have a video that explains the, the GPF benefit statement in detail. And then I will also doing another one explaining the pension with Alan Gray, so that you can see the difference. So I've just elaborated on GPF. So now I'll be sharing Alan Gray as opposite to what GPF is offering. Now, also we sell books that you can learn from. And one of those books that I want to share with you is this book, which I think I wrote in 2002, is not 2010 or 11, I can't remember quite well. It's called How I Turned 500 into a million rand business. You can do the same. Anyone can do it. It doesn't mean there are only individuals who can be able to do that. Anyone can do it. You need to just be dedicated and follow what others have done, just like I have done. So, and the other book that I want to share is a book by Dr. Darlene Small. Darlene Small is a former Reserve Governor advisor to the governors of the Reserve Bank, an economist by profession. She worked there for 33 years advising the governors of the Reserve Bank. She wrote a very nice book, simple to read, How to Win the World Game, The Art of Money. So if you want to learn, you can just grab that book for yourself. And then there's another one book that is written by Nom Summers Buga, an entrepreneur in Emalahleni. I spoke to her, I think that was on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, and she was telling me she's not feeling well. I hope she recovers well soon, and then yeah, and then hopefully she'll recover and come back. And then this book is called An Entrepreneur Awakening with a Drive. And then Awakening with the Drive. So I'm sure we can be able to learn something from Nomsa. Then the other book that I wrote is this one, Secrets for Becoming Rich, which is the book, has first and second edition, and then you can get them directly from us. Yeah, those are some of the books that we have on our store, and then if you want to buy them, as I indicated that we are a financial company, our job is to ensure that at the end of the day, um, you you have what you call you have knowledge so that you can be able to do things on your own. Now, remember we played Al Ahly. We also played Pyramids, and when I say we, I'm saying Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns, and we played 0-0. Both games. Yes, I saw there were a number of issues, the goals that were disallowed because of VAR. And then you know what, SABC and DSTV, they're doing a great job by giving us an explanation in terms of the rules and so on. Because once they do that, it helps people to understand the rules of the game, because the rules of the game are being changed. And once people understand that the interpretation of the laws, how do they go about, that will minimize the disruption and violence. Now, if you look at this game, I don't know what's going to happen. Pirates are going to Cairo. Um, Pirates are going to play Pyramids in Egypt. The same with Mamelodi Sundowns, they're going to Egypt. So it's the north and the south. And score is 0-0. Remember the away goal rule. So here, if you ask me, I'm sure that Pirates and Sundowns will go through. I'm putting my head on the block. Now, two things. One, that's my wish, okay? Two, I'm making my own analysis. It's 0-0, all right? And we are playing away. Now, why am I saying both Pirates and Sundowns stand a chance? These two teams, because they'll be playing at home, and they know that we are playing away. They have a pressure of avoiding a goal, because a goal for us, it's a disaster for them. Now, I don't know what tactic are they going to play. Are they going to park the bus to make sure that we don't score, or are going to start attacking? Now, either way, if they attack, they're going to open up at the back. There will be spaces, all right? And both Mamelodi Sundowns and Pirates can capitalize. Yes, we know that Mshishi is back. Well, I think he still needs some match fitness, but you know how deadly Mshishi is, and you know how Mshishi deals with Al Ahly. Mshishi always give Al Ahly a hard time. So whether they start with Mshishi or they introduce him later, Sundowns, I think that will give them an advantage. The last game, yes, I could see that Ribeiro looks very tired, and then and the Sundowns defense the last game, they were not so bad the last time. They were really not so bad. I think they're trying to sort out their problems. And if you look at that game, Sundowns was much better than Al Ahly. Now, if Al Ahly packed the bus, then things are getting tougher for them, because the more minutes are being played, the more they are going to panic as the game progresses. The same with Pirates. But if also they attack, it's going to be a huge problem. Mbogazi has stabilized the defense of Orlando Pirates. The young man has just fitted like a hand in a glove. He's doing so well there. And Kane, as a goalkeeper, is really doing exceptionally well. But there is this player, Mayela from Pyramid. Yo, that guy. He's 30 years old, but he's giving us hard time. And then he applies pressure. He's always putting pressure. He makes sure that we make a lot of mistakes. So we are going to see how I'm going to do that. So I'm gonna watch that game very, very closely. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. Now, as I say, it's gonna be very exciting, and then we are going to watch that game very, very closely and see how are we going to do it. Now, let me just give you the timings because there will also be timing what time we play, courtesy of Soccer Zone, which is Super Sport SABC. Now, Al Ahly and Mamelodi Sundowns, they play at 6:30, and then 8:30, then it's Pyramids and Orlando Pirates. Then on Sunday, 2:30 is Stellenbosch and Simba. So Friday is going to be very, very exciting. We'll be glued up on our television, watching and hoping that we win. If we play 0-0, yes, then we'll go to the replay. But if we can score, then that's it. That's amen. If we can score, even if you play 1-1, we are the winners. If we win 1-0, we are the winners. Al Ahly, they have to beat us 2-0. Or Pyramid, they have to beat us 2-0 so that they proceed. They can also beat us 1-0 because that would be an aggregate. But they mustn't allow us to score. If we score, then we stand a better chance. So we'll watch the game very, very closely. So we are looking forward to that game, those two games. And remember, I said it doesn't end there. There is another big game coming, which is Copa Del Rey, which is a Spanish league, and then whereby the Champions League, the Spanish teams are going to play, which is Real Madrid and Barcelona. Yeah, so we are just going to watch what's going to happen. We are going to be glued to our television and see what's happening there. It's going to be a very exciting game. Now, before, I just want to share some news around Lionel Messi. And then remember, as I say, he didn't score, but the man was, he breaks so many records, all right, when they played in terms of the crowd pulling. And then I'm going to show you in terms of the crowd pulling, if you compare him with Ronaldo. He's way, way, way above in terms of the numbers of the people are coming to the stadiums to come and watch this little genius. And then he's called a little genius, although he's not little anymore. And then, he's a magician, man. Everybody, Lionel Richie was there. And then they met with Lionel Richie. And Lionel Richie said, he was confessing that he was named after him. His mom used to like Lionel Richie. So then he said, one day we will meet. And then they met. And then let's look at the numbers of the crowd in terms of Messi. He was playing away. He pulled a crowd of 62,358 when Ronaldo pulled only 14,758. And now we are told that Ronaldo is big on Instagram, social media, but it does not translate into numbers. Messi is breaking records after records. So this debate, somebody said, this debate does not exist of Messi and Ronaldo. It's a debate for the media, for money making. This was the second. The other one game, there were about 60,000 people coming to watch the little genius. He has played few games compared to Ronaldo, but this man is changing history in football. Now, there is a debate. We don't know whether he will go back to Barcelona next year, which is 2026. He wants to go to Barcelona, but remember, Barcelona has a problem of the fair play. What are they going to do with his salary? If definitely has to go to Barcelona. What are they going to do? What are the things that they'll have to avoid so that he can be able to play there? And then this is the crowd. This is the number of people just coming to watch this little genius, and he doesn't disappoint. He plays well at all times. Now, apparently, Jorge of MLS, they are prepared to release him, but on condition that if he goes to Barcelona next year, these are the news that we are picking up. If he goes to Barcelona next year, 2026, they must be guaranteed that 2027 he's coming back to play at MLS because they want him to continue to build football in America. So I don't know. They add extra years because when I listen to Messi speaking these days, he's talking that after World Cup, remember, he's targeting the World Cup with Argentina 2026. After the World Cup, it sounded like after that World Cup, he'll hang up his boots. But unfortunately, MLS, they still want to keep him. And over and above, they want him to be part of the ownership of the team. We don't know. We don't know. We know that Messi loves Barcelona, but Spain, there is this fair play that is there. So we will watch the space very closely. What's going to happen? Is he going to play there, or is he going to stay in MLS? And then we are watching the news very closely and see what's going to happen. Now, let's see. Now, this is the numbers. This man is the greatest ever. In Barcelona jersey, he played 778 games and scored 672 goals and 269 assists. And then for Inter Miami, he played 48 games and scored 42 goals. This is crazy. And this is not Messi that we used to see when he was young, quick, and so on. But he still scores 42 goals. Over and above, he's a guy who assists. He has made 20 assists already. And it's only 2 years being in there. So they want to have him again for the third year and we don't know, for the fourth year. We'll see. We'll watch the space very closely. Now, the game between Real Madrid and Barcelona. I don't know what's going to happen. It looks like there's war going on there at Real Madrid. Pires, after losing to Arsenal, there's a rumor that he may release Ancelotti, and then there's a problem with Mbappe, and then apparently the last game of Real Madrid, the fans saw a big screen of Mbappe. They were booing him, and I don't know. So we are watching very closely. I think those disturbances they may destabilize Real Madrid. Remember, Real Madrid, the biggest tournament for them is the Champions League. Now they are out with Arsenal. Now Arsenal too. Uh, Sbuza, I don't know what you ujabulile ngazinto ezenzakalapha ku-Arsenal. And you guys have done well, but I'm told that Saka may leave and Martinelli may leave next season. And if bahamba Sbuza, then usenkingeni baba. Ngoba manje you have to start afresh because Saka has assisted you to stabilize. And then I'm happy for Arsenal to proceed to the next round of the Champions League. And then, yeah, maybe they'll win this Champions League. I don't know. We'll watch the space. So if Saka leaves and Martinelli leaves, I wonder what's going to happen. This is the problem with Arsenal. Their star players, they always leave. Remember, Robert Van Persie left, Fabregas left, you name them. Thierry Henry left. So many players left, except those few stalwarts, your Ian Wright, who were there for a while with the team. They stayed with the team. But so many players left. Anelka left. Nwankukanu apparently also left at some point. So they can hold on to their stars. Yeah, we will watch the space very closely. So yeah, those are some of the news that we wanted to share as a TBR SSF show. And then, yes, if you want to, continue to subscribe, please, we want you to subscribe so that you give us the numbers. And then I'm also working out on how to make sure that people become members of the channel, and then so that we do this. But over and above that, remember I said we're a financial company. We also have a membership club where we mentor people who wants to learn about business. A mentoring program, we call it a membership club. So if you want to be part of that membership club, just give us a shout. You'll see at the end of this, there will be a WhatsApp number. Just drop us a WhatsApp number, and then comment. Now, Masandawana, Mapagania, Zensu, Samrakoza, go and make us proud. What about Stelis? Stelis, it's very difficult about them. I'm a little bit worried because already they are losing 1-0. They are already losing 1-0. But the good thing is they are playing home. I hope the people in Stellenbosch and other supporters from those who are supporting other teams, they'll go and support Stelis. Let us fill up that stadium and make noise and gear the players so that they can go out there and make us proud. But I wish we proceed, all the 3 teams, let them proceed to the finals. And then, so that it's South Africa all over. We play the CAF, we play the Confederation Cup final. We are all over the show. That would be very nice. If you want to learn more, and then if you also want to talk with us, don't hesitate. Just give us a shout. I thank you.